And good morning. It's a brand new week. Feels great to be back.
Yes, it certainly does. We can only hope that you had a nice and restful weekend. How was your night?
Well, I was all over the place. I went here, went there, went everywhere, but I'm back here with you. And of course, we love to say that, we want to start your day with you and want to help you start your day right.
All right, we've got all the right ingredients just to give you the right show this Monday morning, and it's going to be really special. You need to, of course, log on to tvcontinental.tv if you're going to be with us throughout anything that you're doing today, whether you're going to be in your car, on your way to the office. And look us up on TVC Connect. And also, if you want to participate in the show, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. We've got great clips of past episodes of the show. You can watch them on YouTube as well. Yes,
YouTube is a big fan favorite right now. And of course, one of the biggest things to hit YouTube on our page is our kitchen. We have our kitchen chef with us every single morning. And
Chef Lillian is in the building with MM.
Hey!
Hi guys, good morning. Starting today, the week, on a beautiful note.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Hi, Chef Lillian.
Hi, Chef. Good morning, everybody. Don't worry, our Chef Lillian is just debuting.
She's making her debut today.
So yeah.
We'll give
We're
you some of that.
have a blast.
We'll give her some of that Colombian coffee to set her going.
Yeah. Maybe.
This morning. All right, so straight to this morning's highlights. On a Monday morning like this, everybody is always thinking about making more money. And on our business discussion, Oluwatosin Samuels will be talking to us about investment options.
Very important to invest, invest, invest. Talking about it all the time. We need to learn a bit more. There's also a performance for you from Abisola, aka Abisola Noni. He'll be giving us a live performance of Jericho.
On the beat. How far I want your heart. How far I want your love. How far I want.
And we'll be taking you down memory lane again today as we bring you a few things that happened on this day in history.
And we have a musical performance collaboration by Seth and Tunde Jegede, former musician, or rather musical director of Muzon Center, Lagos. And finally, Olakunle Shoriyan will be joining us for our usual Monday motivation. We'll be talking about goodness beyond virtue. If you want to, find out more about what that means, you need to stick around till the end.
All right. As always, your comments and reactions remain vital to us. So keep them coming in on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just participate.
All right.
So on social media, we're talking about the weekend. How was your weekend? Talk to us.
The weekend was so packed.
In
like
fact,
so many different
there were so many
activities.
things. What did you enjoy the most? Was it the royal wedding? Was it Chelsea's FA Cup?
The royal wedding. Of course it was the royal wedding. I mean, the world stood still.
Yeah.
We'll come to that.
Actually, literally.
Yeah, let me just
I
get
just
back.
can't wait to talk about it. Hey.
So was it the royal wedding? What was your highlight? Was it the Chelsea victory? Was it Iniesta sent for the Barcelona? I almost shared it here. Almost.
Wow.
So what?
I don't understand, Mike. Why are you you're taking this too sports personalized?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
you're talking about all the activities.
Yes, we are not all sports fans.
Royal wedding was the first thing. So I know
Well,
that's
you're
the
wearing the
biggest
right
thing.
color for a Chelsea fan, so.
Okay, so now the point is that just let us know on Facebook and on Twitter with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. I will be reading your tweets.
But that Iniesta thing,
out.
though, when they started singing that Enya song.
That was it now. You guys remember Gladiator, the movie Gladiator?
Oh,
you know
man.
Enya's song, Now We Are Free.
When they started doing that,
Man,
so like,
I almost,
cried.
if I could shed a tear, I would have.
Are you seeing the look on my face right now?
No, it was not the sport, it was the song.
Yeah.
And then they brought this jersey for him, the whole stadium. This song was played. I was like, now we are free. I was like, what?
Mike, everybody did not watch that moment, but everybody watched the royal wedding.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, royal wedding.
So there's a lot of controversy on the dress. Like, so why was the dress, in quote, plain and
Plain
not
and
all
very simple,
laced
right?
up and blinged up.
So yeah, my Saturday morning
Yeah.
started on a royal wedding note.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
So yeah, the fashion, her dress got a few backlash from a few fashion critics. People
Critics,
thought
yeah.
it was too simple.
Too simple,
I
right?
loved
for
it though.
a real princess.
I loved
Duchess of
it. It
Sussex,
was just
so, yeah.
perfect. Because
So are you
she's
gonna
such
be
a
like-
beautiful woman, you know?
She
So she
is.
didn't need
There was
too
no
much
makeup, first of all.
enhancement.
I'm wondering if it was
Yes.
sitting down in our
And I
wedding.
like the fact
Really?
There are no
that-
lashes.
Really?
No, I feel that we Nigerians
Yeah.
have beautiful ladies, but
Yeah.
they tend to take makeup too far.
Yeah.
She was very simple. She just had
Yeah.
like brown.
Yeah, just
And I like the fact that she actually, everyone from her makeup to her styling
Yeah.
to everything that had to do with her personal look, she actually patronized artists that she's worked with
Before.
over the years.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
didn't go for any new person.
Brand new, yeah.
If they were all people that she's worked with, so they're basically her friends. So they understood,
Who
you know,
she
who
was.
she was
What
and
she
what she would be
wanted.
going
Yeah.
for. And,
but
and
the
it was
controversy
nice.
was, you know, if you have that kind of money or that kind of access to funds,
To funds, yeah.
to even
Yeah,
designers
you
who won't
go
even
all out,
charge you.
exactly.
They might not even charge you for that kind of dress. It's like just so that everybody knows that I made that dress, I'll probably do it for free.
And
you know?
I was very disappointed at Harry's look. I thought he could have, I mean, come on, group those beards, man. Like, give those beards a clean shave.
Oh my goodness.
He's a redhead, so it looked terrible.
Oh,
well, I wanted to say something
Bend down
different.
forever.
I think
Did you
he
guys see
looked
Frank Dong at the wedding?
okay. I think he looked okay.
No, he did not.
Oh goodness.
Are you guys
me.
going to be
MM.
doing a package on this?
Yeah, maybe you
royal
guys should do
wedding?
something.
Yeah,
Maybe
Let's
on
just let it
Wednesday.
pass.
Yeah,
Or Wednesday or
look,
Thursday.
yeah, I'm
But,
definitely going to do that.
I believe it's time for the news update for this hour.
All right, Busalami, Tuwashe is on standby for us.
Yeah, hello guys, good morning, and let's give you the news update. The Nigerian Army says some courageous and vigilant civilians found a suicide bomb attack at the mosque in Gujuba local government area of Yobe State. A female Boko Haram suicide bomber had infiltrated the mosque in Gashua village while members were about to commence a prayer session, but she was detected while struggling to detonate a suicide vest strapped to her body. She was quickly restrained by the locals and has now been handed over to troops at Azari. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, that's JAM, has set May the 26th for the rescheduled Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. Head of Media, Fabian Benjamin, says more than 12,000 candidates are expected to sit for the map-up examination across the country. He further revealed that this category of candidates are those whose biometrics were not captured during the initial period of the examination in March. So Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode says the massive investment in the Lekki Free Trade Zone is targeted at making Lagos emerge as the next destination for business in Africa. He was on an inspection tour of ongoing projects over the weekend, and the company of cabinet members, as well as the members of the business community, including billionaire businessmen Aliko Dangote and Femi Otedola. He said the investment activities at the zone will positively impact on the economy of the state. Shepherd's Vine Christian Center and the International Federation of Women Lawyers in Bayelsa, that's in South Nigeria, are partnering to protect children against pedophiles in an advocacy program titled Keep Children Safe, Preventing Child Abuse. Women in Bayelsa were counseled on the importance of including or inculcating godly values in homes and the need to know laws governing domestic violence, child labor, and sexual offenses in society. Activities to mark this year's Ohaneze Indigbo Summit is in top gear as the threat by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to disrupt the event seem not to have affected preparations. TVC News sought the opinion of residents on the alleged threat by IPOB against the interests of some notable members of the social cultural group. And that's the news update at this time. Many thanks for watching. I'll hand you over back to the main anchors. Bye for now.
Welcome back. Now it's about time for us to go to aerobics. And when we come back, we'll have the newspapers.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the fitness segment on your favorite morning show, Wake Up Nigeria. So today, my name is Benjamin. Today we'll be having hybrid exercises for Monday morning. They are sure to challenge you. So first we are starting with the stretching exercises. So we are going this way. Take it up. Stretch fully. Hold for a few seconds. Move to the right. Hold up in that position for a few seconds. And turn to the left. Hold for a few seconds. And that way to the front. Take to the side. And the other side. And that's it. So for the hamstring and for the leg, we go this way. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Move to the other side. And that's it for the stretching. So we are starting with the basic push-ups. So the basic push-ups, get on the plank position. Arms slightly wider than your shoulders. Then let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the next move is the diamond push-up. The diamond push-ups work more on your triceps. So we go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now our next move is the jump squats. So we're going this way. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the next move is the splitting lunge. So the split lunge will go this way. So let's take it up from there. Right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now our next move, as you notice, is getting intense now. Our next move is the burpees. So the burpees will go this way. So are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now that's it for the burpees. So our next move is the mountain climbers. So we're going this way. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it for the mountain climbers. Our next move, as you will notice, is getting intense and we're building momentum gradually. So if you're doing it the right way, you get to notice that it's getting more challenging. So the next move we're doing is the in and out. Now for the in and out, it's like this. So let's do that to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can wrap it up with plank position, exercise plank. So that's you can do. So after that, to wind down, you end it up with stretching. Basic stretching, in and out, and that will be. So that has been the show, the fitness show for today. So we're heading straight to the kitchen. Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you very much, Ben. Always here to put us on our, keep us, well exercised, well fitted for the week. We have a new chef in the house this morning. Hi, Chef Lillian.
Hi.
Are you excited?
I'm quite nervous, but I'm excited as well.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. All right, so what are we making this morning?
Okay, so today I'm making for you it's yet chicken breast and sweet and sour sauce. So for the sweet and sour, I'll be using pineapples, I'll be using ketchup, I'll be using some lemon juice, butter, brown sugar, and I'm going to be searing the chicken in thyme and garlic. So
that was a lot of information you just, shoved down my throat. So let's take it one at a time so that our viewers can understand what we're saying and what we're doing this morning. Okay, so let's take it again. So we're having our pan-seared chicken,
breast,
and then... Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So to make the sweet and sour sauce, just as the name sounds, sweet and sour, we want it both sweet and sour at the same time. Okay. So I'm going to be using both ketchup, pineapples, and diced pineapples and brown sugar for the sweetness. Okay. And to tame it down, I'm going to be using some lemon juice. So I'm going to be searing those chicken breasts in lime, garlic, and butter.
Is this lime?
Thyme.
Thyme.
Fresh thyme, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm also going to be making a green sauce on the side. This green sauce consists of efirin and crayfish, pepper, garlic, and then a bit of seasoning salt. So we're going to be frying that up and then...
Wow, that's a whole lot. Yeah, the lemon juice, is this natural lemon?
Yeah,
like
natural
lemon.
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, so I noticed you have potatoes.
Okay, so here I have potato wedges. It's going to be roasted. So to get it very soft, we have to boil it for a bit. Then we're going to be roasting it on the pan here.
So what are we doing?
First of all.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be searing this because this needs to cool off so that I can shred it in. While this is cooling off, then I quickly make the sauce. It doesn't really take time to make.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you need? I'm here at your service. Okay. Whatever you need me to do, tell me.
All right, so I just need some heat on this pan here.
I'm your sous chef. So say, go like this, I go. Go like this, I go.
Okay,
what do you want me to do?
A bit of oil.
Oil, okay. Vegetable oil.
Yes,
okay,
please.
I'll get
Thank you.
Okay, so just in case you're just tuning in, we are making, we are pan-searing chicken with sweet and sour sauce.
Yes.
And green sauce. There's a lot of sauce going into this combo this morning. Yeah, basically. So, what do you need?
Yeah, and it is very hot first, so I can grease the pan with it.
So I'm just going to pour this in a bowl for you. Pour the vegetable oil in the bowl for you so that it's easier for you when you want to use it.
Yes, thank you.
Do you need much of the vegetable oil or just a little bit?
Not so much.
Oh, okay.
Because I have butter going in as well. Can I have the white chopping board?
Oh, okay.
And chop my garlic.
Oh, okay. You have a chopping board in front of you as well, so anyone you decide to use is fine.
I prefer to use the white board.
Oh, why? Why white? Does it make the garlic fresher, cleaner?
Okay, my garlic I just need it to show more, but in terms of culinary, we have different kinds of boards, so different boards for different purposes. We have boards for vegetables, we have boards for poultry, we have boards for fish.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, interesting stuff. I never knew that. Okay. So we're heating up our pan to pan-sear our chicken.
Yes, we need it very hot.
You know, I tried pan-searing pork yesterday, and I wasn't sure if I was doing it the right way.
Pork?
Yeah.
Okay, meat. How did you do that?
Well, I just, I put a little bit of oil, vegetable oil in my pan.
Okay.
And then I made sure, my pork meats were in, flat slices.
Okay.
And then I just put it on the pan
Was there oil in the pan?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
But I made sure it went round.
Yes,
you know,
that's
then,
it. What did you season the pork in?
Sorry, yeah, seasoning, basically.
kind of?
A little bit of ginger.
Okay.
Yeah, just basically that.
All right. So for me, I only have salt and black pepper here.
Oh.
We try as much as possible not to use cubes and all that, just to get the food healthy, so everybody can partake in it. Yeah.
Great, great stuff. So what's next?
Yeah,
Because I'm
then
very
the oil
excited
here.
about this meal. All right.
So just like you said, we have to make it go round.
Okay. So we are making chicken with sweet and sour sauce and
Yes.
green sauce. So for those of us that may not like the sweet and sour, we can go with the green sauce.
Green sauce.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I feel that our potatoes done.
Just a little bit more.
Oh, okay. So are we sure that that pan is heating up nicely? We need to check it out. Okay. So whilst we're waiting for our pan to heat up, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome back. Now it's Monday morning and you know we talk business. It's about time to talk about making money and securing the future. I love this part. Investing is the act or the art of allocating money with the expectation of some benefits in the future. Now joining us to talk about the different ways we can begin to secure the future is Oluwatosin Samuels. He is a writer, an entrepreneur, a life and wealth coach, and a leading consultant in the field of blockchain technology, and of course also digital assets management. Now that's quite a resume you have there. I know no of us scared when they hear blockchain technology, but then it's great to have you. You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we're talking investing. Investing. Let's bust some myths, because a number of people don't really understand what investing is. Okay. So in the plainest way you can, what does it mean to invest?
Well, to invest simply means it's just like you plant a seed with the expectation of expecting multiple returns at the end of the harvest. So investment is actually putting your money, your resources, your assets, and then expect to generate more at the end of the investment period. And you can also define it to mean it's a sacrifice you make now for the expectation of a better tomorrow. That could also be an investment.
The sacrifice you make. Now, I like that. I like your analogy of a farmer. So very simple, putting up a seed and expecting multiple returns. Yeah. Okay, so now let's look at viable channels for investment, channels that people can use, because it has been a problem. Now, people have put in money into a number of places that they didn't come to fruition. Now, as it stands now, what are the channels that people can invest in? What are the avenues that are open? Because we are used now, there's a lot of online things we do now.
Absolutely.
Prior to this time, those offline investments and all that. What are the channels or avenues available for investment in this day and age?
Okay, well, we know that the ones we know before now, you invest in bonds, in shares, in treasury bills. These are the common ones we know before now. And then you talk about real estate investments. Of course, real estate will remain till years to come, because it's remained a very lucrative avenue to invest years to come. Agriculture is there. Then we have you have other avenues such as importation, such as you can invest in importation. You just know somebody that imports, and then you just decide that, okay, can I be a part of it, and then you make your gains on it. You can invest in other people's businesses or ideas. Now, for instance,
okay, go on.
Okay. For instance, I know somebody who is very exceptionally good when it comes to business, but I know I don't have that time, I don't have that opportunity to do that. I can start to key into his business and like, okay, let's have a partnership.
Okay, let me hold you there now. A particular business leader, very big one, I don't want to mention his name, said something about not investing in a vehicle that you don't understand.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Do you have to understand an investment vehicle before you put in your money in that particular vehicle?
Talking about understanding, we all know that knowledge is everywhere now.
Okay.
Knowledge is just at the tip of your finger. You can check your phone, you can all of those things. So even if you don't have an in-depth knowledge of what the business is all about, at least have some figment of ideas about it, so that when questions come to you, you can, okay, this is what my friend does. Though I don't have the details, but I can tell you this is what he did, this is what he does, this is what he does.
Okay, so you agree with the fact that you have to have the knowledge of
very important.
You're putting your money into.
Very important.
Great one. Now, you mentioned something about ideas, intellectual property. Yeah. That is something that in these climes or in this region, in Africa and all that, we are warming up to, or it's not not so much here. How does one invest in intellectual property?
Okay, I remember there was a particular guy that walked up to me and was like, I have this idea for entertainment and all of those things. When he shared the idea, I said, okay, can I see your plan, your architecture, how you want to execute all of these things? And when I saw it, I was wowed. Now, imagine you key into such an idea. I know somebody that, for instance, invents tractor here in Nigeria. He invents tractor. Now, he's there in somewhere in Edo State, just struggling with life. But imagine somebody comes around and like, okay, let me put in my money into this. Let's have this in large quantities. And his tractor is able to, for instance, mine. It can dig a well up to several feet. It can generate electricity, such that the farmer does not have to bother about all of these things. So, and he's a Nigerian.
Okay.
Now, imagine you key into such business, then you're sure that something.
Yeah, but okay, now the point is intellectual property. I have this idea. How do I ensure that this idea is not stolen in quotes, or used by somebody else? We have a kitchen now. This Wake Up Nigeria. Wake Up Nigeria has a kitchen. We have a wonderful kitchen. We have chefs and we cook very nice food, as you can perceive now. But then, how do I ensure? Let's say it's an original idea. Yeah. How do I ensure that another show or somebody somewhere, like you mentioned entertainment, how do I safeguard my intellectual property?
That's where the legal approach comes in. You need to involve people that have this understanding of documentation of legal processes. Okay. So that, your ideas don't get stolen.
All right. Now I like that. So now you've answered that question. Okay, so now let's move to online investment, blockchain technology. You mentioned you are into asset management and all of that. Now, people are a bit skeptical when it comes to online, because now, Ponzi schemes, people thought that was a very good vehicle for investment, and a lot of fingers were burnt when it comes to Ponzi schemes. How do you know? Now, because most of these things come new, how do you know what to invest and what not to invest when it comes to online investments?
Well, one thing you need to understand is that there are people that are professionals in this field. Whenever you want to go into any business of investment, don't do it. Don't think you know it. I tell people that probably because their friends do this business, they also want to key into it. And because their friend is engaged in this Ponzi scheme, like you mentioned, they decide, okay, I trust him, let me also put my money. But that's not how it works. Now, when you are talking about investment, for instance, you're talking about digital assets, online business, blockchain, and all of those things, there are professionals in this field who understand how these things work, what risks to take and what risks not to take, which particular aspect to invest in. Because, for instance, we talk about blockchain. Blockchain still has its infancy. So if that's the case, then you need to understand that, okay, let me see which part of this infancy I can key into. Now, for instance, when internet was just developing, we never had Facebook, we never had Uber, we never had Google, we never had all of this. So, but over time, they started developing, expanding on the framework, on the structure of internet, and then started broadening out. That's why you have applications today.
What I can take from here is that getting to the experts in the field and getting advice from them. We don't have so much time. We have to round up now, but I know you have a training coming up where people can get to learn more of this. Okay, when is that happening?
It's only at Rembrandt Hotel, just beside ShopRite in Alausa. I've been doing a very good training on how you can key into these investment opportunities, and especially blockchain, and you can get maximum returns out of it. It's only this Friday, actually. So Rembrandt Hotel beside ShopRite in Alausa.
This Friday.
This very Friday.
What time is it?
At 10 a.m. Sorry.
All right, great one. Thank you very much. I enjoyed talking to you, business, and let's hope that people are directed and guided to know the right investments to put their money into. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It was great having you. All right, so let's head over to the kitchen. I'm very sure somebody's not going to steal your idea of the kitchen after listening to this investment talk. How far have you guys gone with breakfast this morning?
All right, thank you very much, Mike. There's so many ideas, thieves, that we need to look forward, we need to look out for to protect your, business idea. Anyway, still here with Chef Lillian, and we are cooking up some. Hi, Chef. So what are we making right now?
Yeah, so this is the process of searing the chicken breast.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll sear it on both sides for 4 minutes each, depending on the thickness of the chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, so in here I have the butter, I have olive oil, I have lime, I have thyme, fresh thyme, and I have garlic here.
Okay. So just in case you're just tuning in, we are making chicken with sweet and sour sauce and green sauce. Okay. And we just finished pan-searing our chicken, and we're making use of onions, green vegetables. We have green pepper, red pepper, tomatoes, onions, potatoes, ketchup, butter, thyme, garlic, right? Yeah. And we have our pineapple, brown juice, and lemon juice. I hope I got that right, though.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So what's next? Let's quickly move on to our next.
Yeah, we're going to make the sweet and sour sauce.
Okay.
All right, so I have too much oil.
Okay, so you just need a little bit of oil there.
Yes.
Okay, so are we done with pansering our chicken?
Yeah, it's almost ready.
How do you even know it's ready, so?
Okay, most of the time we use thermometers to check the temperature
Yeah, we
of
don't
the
have
chicken.
thermometer in
We
our
don't
house.
have
I don't have a thermometer, so how do I know?
Okay, you can cut through to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it's still red inside, then
It's not done, yes, because
Alright.
chicken is supposed to be completely cooked.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so
So we're moving over to our sweet and
to your sweet and sour.
sauce. That oil is so little though.
Yeah, we try to avoid too much oil.
Oh, okay. Great. So
So
what
we're
are you
gonna-
working with so that I can just move it
Okay,
over?
the pineapples we're going first.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You know, I actually thought you're just putting this into the finished dish. I didn't know that you're
Now,
actually gonna.
I'm gonna saute
Wow,
this in the
interesting.
onion. Yeah.
Okay, I want to see how that turns out. So we are putting that pineapples next.
Yes.
Okay.
So our chicken is ready.
You know, I could actually, just, cut a piece of the chicken, see if it's really
Of
done.
course, of
To
course.
taste it.
Yeah, let's use the
No, don't worry,
cold
don't mind me. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
get to our sweet and sour. Can I take this over?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Great. So I'm just going to take this away.
So we're gonna
Wow.
work alongside with this. I'll be sauteing the vegetables here.
Oh, okay. What vegetable?
This ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, separately.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So our sweet and sour sauce is cooking.
We get
Well,
the
not on a
onion
ingredient
to
technique.
caramelize so that
Okay.
all the juices can come out. Then we add this.
Pineapple.
Yes.
So do you have to go for sweet pineapple or just any kind of pineapple? Because there are some pineapples that are not sweet too.
If your
So I'm just
pineapple is not
imagining how-
sweet, you boost it up with a brown sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you know this one is not sweet? Because you have brown sugar here.
Well, you taste everything you're cooking before it goes into the fire. Raw, everything. So I have tested that already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they always say that the white pineapples are the sweetest, so I don't know how true that is though.
Depends on what's in season. If it's on season, it's always going to be sweet.
Okay.
So I have little onion here just to get flavors in the pan.
So why is this not going into that dish?
Okay,
Why
I want my vegetables crispy and
Oh.
not overcooked.
Okay.
So when I'm done with this, I just pour it over it and I stir together.
Oh, okay. So how long are we going to leave our pineapple to cook?
Depends on the heat you have. If it was a regular fire, this is a hot plate. If it was a regular fire, I would have done that since because I can control my heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you need it soften? I mean, the pineapple when you're frying, are you looking forward to it to soften or?
Yes. Yes. It has to.
Okay. Well, I've never worked with fried pineapple before, so I think that's our cost on this one. But I know it's gonna taste really good, so I can't wait. See what it looks like. So does it turn brown at some point?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Except you want to burn it.
Well, I don't know. I'm just allowing my imagination to run wild.
So we add our ketchup.
Okay.
If you don't have ketchup, you can dice your tomatoes, chop it, and then use that and add a little bit of, you add more of your sugar. You need it as sweet as possible.
Interesting. So when was the first time you made this dish?
2016.
Not long.
Yeah.
Because you chefs always come up with new and interesting dishes like all the time. So I'm imagining this is like new, like something you tried out and like.
Well, actually, this is not the sauce is not a Nigerian cuisine, so we try to infuse our African or Nigerian food to it. That is why I have this here. Some people might find this not balancing enough for their palate because they're not used to it. So we try to put something else on the plate so that everybody can enjoy their meal.
Interesting stuff. So this goes in and then we are good to go, right?
Yes, we're good to go. So now I have my sugar. Not forgetting the ketchup is not very raw because we eat ketchup like that. So it doesn't have to stay too long on the fire.
Okay. That looks yummy already though.
Yeah.
Everyone is just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, this looks good.
So I'm gonna make my efirin here.
Okay, so whilst we're waiting for we're about to put in our efirin, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, Bisola is going to serenade us with his beautiful tune. Stay tuned. Wake up. Welcome back. It's the Wake Up Nigeria. Banjo Oladapo Abisola is a Nigerian singer who goes by the stage name Abisola Noni. He's also a gifted guitarist, and he's here to serenade us with his latest single, Jericho.
Jericho, yeah.
All right, take it away.
Gigi Moji, Laura, I am your. My belly found me sorrow, could be me every day, cause I'm stayed awake a night long. I was comfy all the stars up to be a shooting star, cause I wanna fly so high the sky will look up for me. And my friends used to tell me, pray my little people, I am more Mio. Tell me, son, I talk out on me, bend me there, be ready, cause I know that I face the more to just to conquer, yeah. With you, my God, I go through many closed doors, cause I swear I know if we die, cause it's sure for me die. Even if we turn off the light, so I'm still gonna shine. I swear I know if we die, cause it's sure for me die. Even if we turn off the light, so I'm still gonna shine, cause my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, oh the Jericho me war, my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, oh the Jericho me war. I've been waiting for so long, waiting for your light to shine on me. Playing my guitar, wanting my string could speak for me. I've been waiting for so long, waiting for your light to shine on me. Playing my guitar, wanting my string could speak for me. I've walked 1,000 miles and I faced battalions. With you, my God, I be so less more than a champion, cause I'm moving at the speed of light. Nobody can pull me down, I'm stronger than a Superman, shining like a super sun. But tie me back, work a so entirely shade. They can never pull me down, cause my sun is wrapped to shine. Say my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, oh the Jericho me war. My Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, my Jericho is falling, oh the Jericho me war. I shine like the sun, it's all over me, yeah. Everywhere I go, I see the shining over me. Say, I shine like the sun, it's all over me, yeah. Everywhere I go, I see the shining over me. Say, I've got a voice, the water's waiting for the air. I am the drink, the water's waiting for the sea. Say, move on, ooh, ooh.
Wow. Wow. My Jericho has fallen. Can I try it? I love it. Oh, interesting one. Thank you so much, Abisola. So, Jericho. Wow. Yeah. What inspired that song, Jericho?
I'll never stop telling the story. Actually, there was one event I was due to perform for. It was an anniversary by a radio station. I borrowed everything I wore. Okay. To my surprise, a superstar came in. The superstar came in and brought in some other artists. And they filled up the space where I was meant to fill in. And I was at the backstage crying. And I said, God, these people are Jericho for my life. I have to break them down. So that gave me the inspiration to write the song. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, so I learned that you're with a record label. And that's quite a challenge for a lot of, upcoming Nigerian artists in Nigeria. Yeah, so how do you intend to break away, and become a successful artist on your own? On my own, yeah. I just believe in content. When you have a good content, you get spotted. Just like today now. Yeah. Yeah. The talent pride. This guy's pride. No. Yeah, I'm not pride. It's like content. With content. Okay, so has anyone told you actually sounds very much like GT the Guitar Man? Yeah. Have you met him before? Yeah, you're friends. Oh, you're friends. Yeah, we're friends. How has he inspired your music? Oh, GT, I love Dreamer. I love the song. I love the song so much. And he's like a big brother to me. He calls me, tells me stuff. Bisola, okay, do it this way, do it that way. So what's next for you quickly? Yeah, I'm dropping a new single titled Never Fall. Never Fall. Never Fall. You have Jericho Falling, you have Never Fall. Never Fall, it's a love song. It's a love song. Interesting stuff. Thank you so much, Abisola Noni. Wishing you all the best. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so Yomi and Titi are both ready for this day in history. Yomi and Titi, over to you.
Thanks, That was some really great music. Now, this day in history, in 1996, the government of Zambia adopted new constitutional amendment to prevent Kenneth Kaunda from running for president. The amendment required that candidates be at least second-generation Zambians. I like that. Kaunda is the son of immigrants from Malawi. Particularly controversial was the fact that the candidate had to be a Zambian citizen, born to parents who are Zambian by birth or descent, and that the person not be a tribal chief seeming to be precisely tailored to disqualify specific opposition leaders from running for president, including former President Kenneth Kaunda. It's really controversial there.
Yeah, that was him in a picture with Martin Luther King there.
Yeah.
He was such an influential guy that they were trying to find anything to just
stop him.
Disqualify him.
We should do that in Nigeria and say anyone above 60 should not run for president. We should just change our constitution like that.
Well, you never know. We might have planted the seed. And on today, this day in history, in 1703, Daniel Defoe, author of the international classic story Robinson Crusoe, was imprisoned on charges of seditious libel in Britain. Now, you may remember the story, Robinson Crusoe, the story of a man who spent 28 years on a remote tropical desert island near Trinidad. Now, he encountered cannibals, captives, and mutineers before ultimately being rescued. Now, it was well received in the literary world and is often credited as marking the beginning of realistic fiction as a genre. And of course, it's become one of the most widely published books in history, with so many imitations, not only in literature, but also in film, television, radio. And well, something key here was that people loved him so much that roses were thrown at Daniel Defoe instead of rocks and rotten fruit, while he stood locked in a pillory. So if you know what a pillory is, that's that wooden structure where they put people's hands and heads in.
Yeah, it's a show of public shame.
Yes, and instead of throwing rocks and fruit, people were throwing flowers at him, and that was...
Yeah, because he was just a great writer, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, in the year 1994, Shushmita Sen, the Bollywood sensation, became the first Indian to be crowned as Miss Universe as a teenager. Sen participated in the Femina Miss India contest. She won the title Femina Miss India Universe, earning the right to compete at the Miss Universe 1994 contest. At the Miss Universe contest, Sen ranked 3rd overall in the preliminaries, behind Miss Colombia and Miss Greece, and finally won the title and crown of Miss Universe 1994 at the age of 18. She was an 18 award.
She was awarded for that.
Yeah.
And of course, she came out with so many other awards, and she went straight into Bollywood as soon as she rounded that off.
First Indian to win many titles, and of course, she starred in over 40 Bollywood films, winning lots of awards and stuff.
Honestly, a beautiful, beautiful lady. Look how beautiful she is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Back in '94 there.
That was such a long time ago. I wish I could still run for some beauty pageants. I think I'm just a bit too old now. But let's go. In 1981, reggae musician Bob Marley received a Jamaican state funeral at 9 Mile, the village where he, 36 years earlier, was born. His heavy bronze coffin was carried to the top of the highest hill in the village and placed in a temporary mausoleum painted in the colors red, green, and gold. Alongside Marley's embalmed corpse, of course, the casket contained his guitar, a Bible open to Psalm 23, and a stick of ganja.
Stick of ganja.
Where his widow Rita put it there at the end of the funeral.
On that note, we have to round up this day in history. I wanted to look at that as well, but we have to go now.
Yeah.
Of course, when we come back, it's going to be part 2 of Wake Up Nigeria. And we are back. Welcome to the second hour on Wake Up Nigeria. I'm Yomi Owope.
And I'm Titilayo Onyison. We're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up at TVC Connect. For comments, please use our hashtag. We love our hashtag, Wake Up Nigeria. We also have some great clips of past episodes and so much more on YouTube. You should check that out too.
All right. Now, of course, it's Monday. And you know what happens on Monday. We like to do our usual Monday motivation, like it's going out of style, if you know what I mean.
We need to motivate people. We have to. And of course, we are you know, we're the package that also gives you music, we give you food, we give you so much. Soon we'll be having a collaboration between Seth and Tunde Jegede right here on the show.
After that, we'll be having a conversation with Kunle Shorian on goodness beyond virtue. Wonder what that means.
Goodness beyond.
Goodness beyond virtue. When he sits here, we'll have.
Too good.
We'll
Some big
good.
English. When your goodness past goodness, it's now goodness and mercy.
When you're too good, as in the goodness just overflows naturally.
Yeah.
Like it just expresses itself. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying no.
I don't know.
Goodness, so you just ask me for anything.
So I just give it to you.
But don't you get suspicious of people that are considered like too good, like goody two shoes?
Yeah,
don't you get? That's why it says too good to be true.
Yeah,
it's too good to be true.
It's actually because, you know, we live in such a world that you feel that everybody that's tit for tat. You know, that you have to do something to get something and all of that. And then, you know, I feel we tend to see the world the way we are.
Okay.
You tend to see the world the way you are. If you're a liar, it's hard to believe somebody else. If you're a thief, it's easier to believe that someone stole something because I would steal if I was the one.
Yeah.
You understand?
The same energy you give
exactly.
to the world, that's
so
what you get.
I'm thinking now, I spoke to the chef earlier about the food and all of that. I'm thinking now, you see, me, I would like to give food, so I expect food to be given to me.
That's not funny, Mike.
The kind of food that you
Very good.
Exactly.
you'd willingly give it out.
No. So, but I think people, so that's it. So, but then we get to suspect when you see somebody being overly nice. Like, is there an ulterior?
But sometimes people are actually just generally being nice, being themselves. And sometimes it even comes, you know, things come up that, you know, you be like, I don't believe Mike would do that. Or
you know
I
what
don't believe MM would do that.
Because we're too judgmental.
Maybe someday we'll just have a wake up Nigeria nice day. Just go out there, do something nice. We'll just arrange our moves. I'll just wake up Nigeria. Just go out there, do something nice.
Hopefully we'll have the chance to do that soon.
The Day of Goodness, International Day of Goodness. But before then, we're heading on over to the news.
And Busolami is on standby.
Thank you, guys. I'm distracted by what I'm seeing in your kitchen. All right, but let me just give you the news updates. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, that's JAM, has set May the 26th for the rescheduled Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. Head of Media, Fabian Benjamin, says more than 12,000 candidates are expected to sit for the mop-up examination across the country. He further revealed that the category of candidates that are those whose biometrics were not captured during the initial period of the examination in March. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode says the massive investment in the Lekki Free Trade Zone is targeted at making Lagos State emerge as the next destination for business in Africa. He was on an inspection tour of ongoing projects this Sunday in the company of cabinet members as well as the members of the business community, including billionaire businessmen Aliko Dangote and Femi Otedola. He said the investment activities at the zone will positively impact on the economy of the state. Well, that's all I have time for now, but I'm going to leave you with the weather update for today.
Let's take another look at the headlines in the papers this morning. Yomi and Titi have you on that one.
Thanks, Mike. Right. It's actually the first look in the papers this morning. So I think that there's people watching now who are saying...
what happened? Did they not bring the papers?
Well, the papers are here, finally. And we're starting with The Nation and the headline, APC, NPDP in talks to avert Saraki Dogara, others exit. NWC meeting with Baraje, other ex-PDP leaders not to negotiate. Corrupt politicians pushing for old order. And Tinubu hails Lagos APC Congress. Owners of the party have spoken. And finally, Wike, federal government in war of words on page 6 in The Nation. That's all the details that we have here in The Nation this morning.
On the cover of the Punch newspaper, it says, Taraba Middle Belt groups reject Army panel report on Danjuma's allegation, say Army can't be judge in its own case. Post-Congress crisis, Katsina APC faction threatens defection. NPDP meets Oyegun, others today. Chief Justice of Nigeria panel blames prosecutors, others for corruption trial delays. Passengers sue Medview Airline for cancelled flight. Wow, there's quite a few times I wanted to do that myself. Buhari will receive past 2018 budget this week, say reps. Omishore dumps PDP to contest governorship ticket in SDP. And rising U.S. interest rates threaten capital flows into Nigeria. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
And finally, we have the Daily Sun and the headline, Oyegun APC leaders move to appease NPDP. Meet aggrieved party members today. Federal government planning to kill me, says Governor Wike. Buhari may not sign 2018 budget over National Assembly hike, says Minister. Equerry Madu, governors, Southeast leaders converge on Oka for Igbo Summit. And finally, herdsmen kill 2 soldiers at Benue-Taraba border, all on the cover of the Daily Sun.
And that's it on the newspaper headlines for this morning.
And of course, newspaper headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
It's time for a short break, but you don't want to go anywhere. We will be right back. Mike has social media.
Hello and welcome to the best part of the show. I will be taking your comments and reactions on social media. But then, just before that, let's bring you this musical performance at the Muson Center by Seth, accompanied by Tunde Jagede, the Kora instrumentalist.
You can't see there that I breathe inside of me. I can tell that you can't see the Dead Sea turn into a mighty victory. And it's only what you see that you believe, Mr. Thomas. You can't see the sunlight coming after dark in morning. The rainstorm coming after the dryness that's been before you. Cause it's only what you see that you believe, Mr. Thomas. I said the fact that you can't see, it doesn't change the fact that it exists, you know. I said the fact you can't see, it doesn't change the fact that it exists. For it is power, 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 power. Power, 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 power. but you don't see no electricity, Abby, do you? And your heart is pumping, but you don't even see no motor engine. And you're in that jet plane, but really you don't even see where you are going. And you drink coconut water, but can you tell me how it got inside of it? I said the fact that you cannot see, it doesn't change the fact that it exists. I said the fact you can't see, it doesn't change the fact that it exists. For it is power, 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 power. Okay, have this last. So doubting, mister. Oh yeah, go and call your missus. And bring your children. I want to tell them all that they have been missing. Just the peace in believing. 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 Power, 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 power. Power, 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 power. Power, power, power,
Power, power. Nice one. Wonderful. I enjoyed that performance. Okay, so let's get straight to it and take your comments on social media. Incidentally, today I'll be starting on Instagram. Yeah, yeah, Instagram. And what now we put out there, TVC Connect. Which was your major highlight of the week? You know, that's what we have here. The royal wedding, Chelsea FA win, Linda Ikeji's pregnancy. Now, that was quite something. Drop your comments here. And we have quite a number of comments here. At Olubukola Dada says, royal wedding it is. Great one. Thank you very much. And at Uyoyo Official says, mine is Linda Ikeji's baby bump pictures. I'm so happy for her. Wonderful. We're also happy for her too. And this is from at Ndubuchi. Says, congrats to Linda. I'm happy for her, but Chelsea FA Cup win was my major highlight of the weekend. Thank you very much, Ndubuchi. And at Somorano 8086 says, mine is this Linda Ikeji. I'm stunned, but so happy for her. You are stunned. We're expecting it to be you. All right, well then, thank you very much. The royal wedding, this is Martha of the Moment. Thank you very much. And Hulda Higwe says, mine was Linda Ikeji's pregnancy. I'm so happy for her. Linda Ikeji, Linda for the win. Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Okay, then let's head straight over to Twitter. Let's see the comments that you have here. And we'll have quite a number of comments here. Let's see. Let's make it happen. Let's check out what we have here. While this, of course, is loading. Yomi Titi, what was your own highlights for this weekend?
Highlights. Let me see. Seeing as we couldn't watch any news for like 6 hours while the royal wedding was going on.
Yeah, well, so, that was the news. The royal wedding was the
Okay, let me tell you the part I like most about that royal wedding.
Okay.
When they changed and came back, and Harry opened the door for
her
in that nice Aston Martin.
Yomi, thank you. Let's go to this one. This was about our people now. Car. You know how it is. Okay, so at Joe_Sock said, yeah, Chelsea win made my weekend. And that tongue out. Who's the tongue out for? Oh, God, take time more. But thank you very much. And this is at Sheon Emperor 1. Says Chelsea FA Cup win, of course. Yeah. The Blues. Yeah. And then, of course, Chelsea winning the FA Cup and royal wedding between Harry and Meghan. You know, actually, incidentally also, there was a kind of color code. I was trying to decipher it, but then I'll check. We'll do more on that royal wedding tomorrow. Chelsea FA win. Linda Ikeji. Okay, what this guy saying? At official_Sheson says, Linda Ikeji, the celebrate pregnancy. That's too much now. And hashtag royal wedding. This is from at Dozie Nwachineke. And at Chuku Calavent 5 says, it was royal wedding bros. I love the smiles on their faces. And of course, Akibe Fred says, Chelsea made my birthday this year by winning the FA Cup. Unlike last season, they ruined the birthday for me. Oh, God. Your birthday is based on Chelsea. Next season now, I don't know. Maybe relegation. Okay. Chelsea, Man U, FA Cup. Okay, Man U, really. Yeah, but big shout out to Chelsea fans. My director, Chelsea fan, my producer and director of Wake Up Nigeria, Chelsea fan. The day Chelsea will lose. Don't watch Wake Up that day. But congratulations, of course, to you guys. Wonderful win there. Of course, Man U played very, very crappy football. That's what I must say. But then, kudos, that doesn't take anything away from Chelsea's win. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great one there, Chelsea. Let's see if we have enough time to take a little on Facebook. We have across all the social media handles also on Facebook. And for me, I think, yeah, the wedding was a big one. But Linda Ikeji Alska, I'm quite very happy for her. That's quite a very good one. Okay. Acholo Anthony, let me just look at your comment. I'm not going to read. Just look at it. It's you that did Jugu. Okay. Samuel Olakala says, the royal wedding, the template for Christian wedding. Wow. Wow, that's something, eh? Wonderful. Mine is FA Chelsea win. Thank you very much for giving us your comments. I had fun going through all your comments. Keep them coming in across the whole day. And for those of you who want tickets, you can come before 12 on any weekday to pick them. Now let's head over to the kitchen, of course, and let's see how far with progress on breakfast this morning.
Okay, Mike, I can feel Mike's mouth begin to water. He's drooling from the aroma coming out of the kitchen right now. And okay, so I'm here with Chef Lillian, and we are making chicken with sweet sour sauce and roasted
potatoes and green sauce.
Okay, green sauce. Okay, so we've made our roasted potatoes. Our chicken is ready, just in case you tuned in earlier. And our sweet and sour sauce is ready as well. So we're heading on to our efiri, our green sauce, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about our green sauce a little bit. What are the ingredients in this?
Okay, in here I have blended crayfish. Okay, I have crayfish, I have efiri, I have garlic, I have onion, I have rodo pepper, everything with water blended together.
Okay, to give it that,
yeah,
delicious wholesomeness. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's, what's next?
Yes.
What's next quickly?
The pan is hot.
So basically we are just frying this.
The salt,
yeah?
yes.
Nothing else going into it?
Just salt.
Oh,
just
okay.
to, yeah.
Okay, so when the water drains out, it becomes like a vegetable sauce, right?
Yes.
Or it becomes like a paste?
Like
Give
a
us an
paste,
idea.
but it's it's going to run because of the oil in it.
Oh, okay.
And the water in the...
Okay. That smells really good. Smells really, really, really good. I can't wait for that to be ready so that I can have a taste of it in my mouth. All right, Yomi's on standby with Kunle Shorinyo for some Monday motivation, but we'll return with that when we come back. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now, in a world filled with all sorts of people, the strength of our character is often tested strongly.
And a lot of times, the virtues we strive to uphold may waver in the face of such tests or trials. And goodness beyond virtue is required to pull through. We have someone who had to struggle over 12 years to get a 4-year university degree. Transformational strategist and futurist Olakunle Shorinyo is here to shed more light on this topic. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you for joining us this morning. So this morning, it's on Mondays usually motivation. We try to motivate people for the week and get everybody ready for work and whatever else that they do. And one of the things that we're curious about, talking about good beyond virtue this morning, and the fact that you are talking to people about giving.
Yeah.
Can we start from the beginning on this?
Yeah, so giving for me is the proof of our humanity, because dogs don't give. In the jungle, they don't give. The only species in the world that can give is the human being. And giving is not just about being kind, really. It's about empowering a world beyond the one you own. So if you pay school fees, you are not giving. That is duty. When you pay rent or you make money available in the family, you are not giving. That is duty. Giving essentially is transcending the limits of what you understand about your own need and occupying the space in somebody's life. Stretching a bit to rent a space in their head to see how life is for them and to think of how you can speak to that or give to that. One of the biggest problems in Africa as a whole is the idea about personal social responsibility, the ignorance of that. We are big about what corporates should do, so we talk about corporate social responsibility. But there's too much pain going on in Africa, and there's too much struggle, right, for us to pretend that we cannot do something. Personally, I believe that once you make a little over 30,000 naira, you must have 1,000 naira you can separate to make somebody's life better. I think that is called personal social responsibility. We see when people get into the public space, either CEOs or government officials or whatever they do, and then they crack in their character. We are stunned at what they have done, essentially because they could not supply stewardship of public property. But nobody can supply stewardship of public property when they fail with stewardship of private property. So we think more of stewardship, but everybody's in ownership. So ownership of private property can never deliver stewardship of public property. Though it is yours, stewardship of private property is the rehearsal for mastery that will empower you to give out there. Globally, giving is no longer about virtue, it's a strategy. So everybody is giving intentionally. Governments are rallying around it. There are tax codes and tax holidays for those who give, who are mindful of the problems in society. We have to think about that here. Giving has to become a culture where we can sit in other people's shoes, feel their world, come out to pass judgment, and we will see that kindness will become a generic effect. So I'm challenging everybody everywhere to stretch beyond their comfort zone, to realize that somehow help is a constant experience for all human beings. We have all been blessed with some form of assistance or the other. To give back has to be conscientious and dutiful. We have to stretch beyond our own pain and recognize that no matter what you are going through, it is worse for somebody else, right? And when you realize that you will never own the monopoly of pain, at the height of your pain, somebody is going through something more complex, then you know that, okay, with what I have, I must have to give. I've been blessed to bless, assisted to assist. I've been given to give to others. And in my own life, I've realized that people have come through for me at different times. I've gone through a lot as a person. She mentioned that I spent 12 years in one university studying a 4-year course. That's tough, right? People don't get over that. Some might get over that. I have accepted responsibility that I can't be a comfort zone. My shoulder has to be a kind of place that people can rest on. That's not because I'm a billionaire. People can change all my money to coins. But I recognize that the value in my life must be cultured in such a way that if one person can find advancement and succor in that kind of space, then maybe the world can be a better place. I've said it again and again. You can't fight the world and win. If you fight the world, you are going to lose. And you cannot change the world, right? You can only influence it, particularly your own corner of it. So don't think about all the big problems in the world. You'll be drowned. Think about your corner, your community, right? Your street, and the areas of influence that you understand. And say to yourself, what can I do? So in saying, what can I do? You don't think of what Dangote can do. You don't think of what Bill Gates can do. Think of what your 500 naira can do. There's somebody out there that you will unlock his gratitude just because of that 500 naira. People need assistance. The idea that people can just figure things out is a privilege. When you sit down and you can figure out what you need to do, you have been empowered at a level, even if you can't understand the history of that empowerment. But something has empowered you to be able to interpret your problems and to accept the type of responsibility that can empower you to solve it. Some people don't have that privilege, and they are clueless in the face of their own conflicts. They need good shoulders they can lean on, somebody to push them into their own comfort zones. For me, that is how giving has to be. It has to be strategic. We have to legislate it. We have to support those who are giving. We have to give more incentives for people to care, right? It's happening in every first world country in the world.
I wanted to mention something about that, because you're a futurist. So it means that, of course, the world has evolved in many different ways, and internationally, even development organizations continue to assist among themselves and also with Africa as well. Is there something that we can begin to do beyond, okay, so now you've encouraged us, you're talking about, okay, we have to give. Is there something that we can now do where it comes together? So there's already things that corporate organizations do as a plan in their budget, whatever it is, every year. Is there something that we can now do maybe as individuals?
Yes, as individuals, I believe that just as we have corporate social responsibility, we should have personal social responsibility. And the way corporates are rewarded for taking such a responsibility. Individuals should be rewarded for choosing to give, right? So if I say out of my funds, I can take out $1,000. I earn only 30,000 naira, I earn only 25,000 naira, but I can take out $1,000 every month to make life easier for someone. I think it is great. In Nigeria and in most part of Africa, we give in a disorganized format. We really can't trace our giving, and we give essentially to our friends and our family members. But some people are accepting responsibility beyond that now, and giving is becoming more organized here. So all of a sudden you have Dangote Foundation, all of a sudden you have Elumelu Foundation, you have Tiwa Danjuma Foundation. We are now realizing that we have to plan giving, we have to schedule giving. We just can't keep giving in a way. Abiola gave a lot of money, but there's no track record for it. We really can't see how much he gave, though he gave a lot. We can't measure what he gave. We can't really track what he gave, right? Even though probably he gave more than anybody has ever given here. But giving has to be organized. It has to be strategic. We have to be able to measure. And then there's so much funds available for kids, for women, for men, for businesses, for faith-based organizations out there, right, that we can assess to do more good here. But they don't understand it if we are not organized in a particular format.
It's interesting. I'm so sorry. It's interesting you should mention some of the foundations and the people working with women and children, because even myself, we started a movement where people on social media could even give a little token monthly to children going to school. But there is that little stigma somehow that has been given to people who just give at random. I'm thinking about all the NGOs that have popped up here and there, and people look at them as if, there's something negative behind their giving. So from your experience, how do you deal with trying to balance it all? Maybe, not wanting to run the risk of seemingly wanting to, in a sense, scam people.
I get you. And really, a lot of people have stepped out for the wrong reasons. And in the pursuit of their personal economics, they've taken advantage of people. There are so many non-profits out there that have damaged our reputation capital, even as a nation. So we understand that. However, do we refuse to wear trainers just because armed robbers wear trainers?
Wow.
Or do we stop carrying guns for police officers because armed robbers also use guns? So we cannot use the history of foolishness modeled by people to characterize the entire reputation capital of another set of people. So evil is a constant. We cannot delete it. Somebody has to be foolish for wisdom to continue to have value. There's nothing we can do about that. If foolishness is eliminated in the world, we can't characterize wisdom anymore. So dumbness is a constant, drifting is a constant, foolishness is a state of existence. We can't change these things. What we can change is to ignore the weight of pain and focus on the value of wisdom. Who is representing value in the system? Who is doing something? We can check people's antecedents and their pedigree, right? And then we can commit to that. We cannot say because people have embraced evil as nature, then we have to deny those who do good, right? Good has to be a constant and it has to be strategic.
There's probably someone watching right now that's thinking they don't have much to give. They can't do anything. What would be the first step you would advise?
Well, what I would say to whoever is watching is that some people are so poor, all they have is money. Respect that. Some people are so poor in this life, all they have is money. So stretch beyond how much you can ever give. Take what is available and start doing something.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take what is available and start doing something. I like that. Earlier on we talked about how you can get money, and now
we're talking how to give it away,
and how we're talking about how to give, and that's really, really important.
But I think it's
beyond the religious organizations that say it every Sunday and every Friday. Also among individuals, making that personal decision to give.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I think it's time for breakfast. Please join us in the kitchen.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I think we have been sufficiently motivated, if you ask me.
You're welcome, Mr.
To be that little bit better, please.
I'm very well.
Hi, Chef Lillian.
There's been a lot of skepticism about giving, especially on social media. People are not, based on alleged scammers on social media, people are very reluctant about giving because people have been
scammed, essentially.
Exactly. They've had bad experiences. So do you expect such person? Me, I will not give again. No,
you have to.
I will not give.
You can't.
If I give you once, you have scammed me, I will give again.
No,
I'll keep my money.
You have to keep giving because there's always a fool trying to show his foolishness to discredit wisdom. And we have to fight for wisdom, right? So people will do whatever they want to do because, like I said, foolishness is a state of existence. We can't eliminate it. In fact, the more foolishness we have, the more valuable wisdom becomes because somebody must be foolish for wisdom to have value. So stretch and stay on the side of wisdom.
So I'm going to stretch
We will
now.
try. We will try.
Okay, let's
a little bit.
Okay, let's talk about our meal this morning.
Yeah.
Chef Lillian.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is delicious. It looks delicious.
Well, yeah, it does.
And I tasted this earlier.
That's the sauce, right?
You tested it,
So let's talk about our meal, Lillian.
Okay, so altogether, this is pan-seared chicken. It was seared in garlic and butter and oil. So we have our sweet and sour sauce. We have our roasted potato, pan-roasted potatoes. And then we have the green sauce, which is African infused. We could use basil, whatever foreign plants, but I decided, okay, let's infuse African, Nigerian into it. So we have efirin here as the base of the sauce. So it's just efirin, crayfish, rodo, onion, and garlic blended together.
Very nice, very nice. And
I
like how she's talking to me.
All blended together.
All right.
for you,
So
Mr.
please,
Kule.
okay, let's have a taste, shall we?
Yeah.
You hear what I said, shall we? Like
So
I said,
how do we weed this thing?
No, please, shall you, not shall we? Oh, wow.
Right, so thank you so much.
I want this efirin taste. So
You want the efirin
I'm
first,
going
Abi?
to kick it from here.
All right.
Okay. That's
Okay.
it.
That's
That's it.
Yeah.
You come here.
intrusions.
You go here.
Yes, indeed.
You come
Aha.
here. You go there.
All right.
And then we go.
Into the mouth.
See what they say.
Yeah.
Give us never lack.
So what do you think?
Awesome stuff.
Amazing.
Chef Lillian,
We
looks
should
like
have
you're
you come
coming
cook on the
back.
show sometime.
Yes, please.
Can you cook, Mr. Kunle?
I can fry something.
I like that. I like that. You have to start from somewhere.
Yeah, I can fry something.
Okay. We'll have you come and fry.
So that thing that I
Frying is
learned
good.
today, so there's CSR, corporate social responsibility,
Yeah.
and then there's PSR,
Yes.
personal social responsibility, and you can start
Yes, indeed.
today.
The PSR.
Make
Yeah.
a plan.
Yes, so.
Very nice.
Be dynamite. I'm gonna just throw that one in there, but we have to wrap up
Awesome.
on the show today.
Yeah, it's been a good show. We've been sufficiently motivated.
Yes,
Yeah.
A big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, a big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for styling our hair. We will be back bright and early tomorrow morning once again.
All right, it's
Yeah.
been a great show.
See you
Back again
tomorrow.
on Tuesday.
Mwah.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.